So, I'm Mike Emanuelson, and over the summer I had two different friends come up to me with two different problems. One said, Mike, man, I'm too skinny. It's beach season, I'm in my swimsuit, girls are just laughing, I'm not giving me the time of day. The other one came up to me and said, Mike, I'm just too overweight, it's embarrassing, I want to wear a t-shirt when I go to the beach. So, throughout helping them is when I came up to your ticket to the ultimate transformation. And that meaning that just transforming yourself into the body that you want to have, whether it's losing weight or gaining muscle. And to start off with, you need to do strength training. Men and women, especially girls, they tend to think that they're going to get big and bulky, which is not true because they don't have the hormones, just genetics to get big. You see a lot of big women, like the bodybuilders, they're most likely on something, so don't think you can get like that. I was working the biz the other day and a friend came in and he started working out and he came and talked to me. I said, hey, I'm not going to say his name. Asked him what he was doing today. He said, oh, I'm just doing some shoulders. I said, okay, so what kind of lifts are you doing? He said, you know, just some pull-ups, some rows. I just kind of looked at him. I'm like, you know, that's not working your shoulders. He was confused. He didn't get it. So I'd like to start off with just knowing what movements target which body parts. So if you're laying down, you're pushing, you're going to be using your chest, and then your triceps is a secondary muscle. If you're standing and pushing up, that's going to be your shoulders and triceps also. Or if you're standing and doing different kinds of raises, also shoulders. Triceps are pushing, so whether it's pushing straight down, if you have a machine, otherwise it's got to be against gravity going up, or back, you're doing kickbacks. Biceps is pulling, so away from gravity on the ground, and then if you have a machine, whatever way that goes. I think everyone's pretty good with legs, kind of hard to mess that up, but if you are doing extensions, this is going to be more quadriceps, pulling, curls, that's going to be hammies. Your glutes are going to be squats, lunges, things like that. So first thing you want to do is make a schedule. Going back to my friend, he said, so how do you schedule your workouts? What do you do? I said, oh, I just kind of go to the gym when I feel like it. If I feel like I want to do some arms and back, I'll do arms and back. And that's not a very efficient way to do it. So when it comes to that, there's not a blueprint to success for it. I mean, there's no perfect way, but there's just more efficient ways. So you don't want to just go in there and do every body part that day, because once you get to the end of it, you're going to be tired, you're not going to have good form, good intensity, and it'll be a waste. So the way most people do it is they'll do chest and tris, back and bis, like legs and shoulders, throw in some abs, calves, whenever you feel like it. The thought behind that is, when you're doing chest, you're also using your tris, so primary and secondary muscles. When you're doing back, you're also using your bis from pulling, things like that. So next, I'd like to go into which exercises you can do that day. So once you have your schedule made, you want to figure out what exercises to do. So I'll just give you some main staples. For chest, you have all the different presses. So laying down, you can use barbell or dumbbell. You could do incline, decline, meaning bench, you raise it up. They'll work more upper chest, decline, more lower chest. You could also do push-ups, flies. Shoulders, like I said, standing, you can do dumbbells or barbell, just straight up. You can do raises, front, or side, front. Legs, you have squats, lunges, different kinds of lunges. Of course, you can do front, side, you can do split. You can do the leg press machine, you can do curls, all sorts of different ones for legs. And then tris, back. So there's all the different tricep machines. You got the rope, you got the bar, you do overhead, you do kickbacks. Bis, it's pretty much the same curling, you do bar, dumbbells. Common form mistakes. This is a big thing. When I was working, one watched my friend lift a little bit, and it was not pretty. He was just kind of doing what he saw people doing. He'd take some dumbbells, and he would curl it up, and kind of stand there, come back down, heavy weights, not a real big kid. So, number one thing, I'm not getting into too many details because there's a lot of different workouts to cover, don't have enough time. So, main thing is just feet and shoulders apart, pretty much no matter what exercise you're doing. So, whether it's curls, shoulder press, anything, raises, feet shoulders apart, be nice and balanced, head neutral position, that way you're not just twerking your body in all different positions, stuff like that. Next, I'd like to get into sets and reps. Again, back to my friend, watched him. He would just do one set for each workout. So he'd go in there, do some curls, just do one set as many as he could, be done, on to his next workout. It's not going to be very efficient. Talking to him with that, he is really arguing with me about it. So you should just try doing, I told him 3 to 4 sets per exercise, a body part, and then told him the rep amount. He was arguing with me about it. And then I said, dude, just look in the mirror. It's obviously not working too well for you. I mean, I was joking around. I wasn't mean, I promise. But, so you want to do 3 to 4 sets, more complicated exercises first. So meaning if you're going to do hang cleans, you want to do that. There's a lot more movement first rather than just your curls before you do the hang clean. Your more simple movements you want to do at the end of your workout. And then 8 to 12 reps is pretty much key for it, because if you're going under that, you're really doing a lot of strength training, which is not going to get you the results you want, not going to get bigger muscles and stuff like that. And then I don't really, like I say 8 to 12 reps, because when for people who are trying to lose weight, they might say that, oh, I'm cutting, so I'm going to do 20, 25 reps. I just don't really believe. I think cutting is more so your diet. I don't see how 20 reps of tricep extensions is going to get your muscle more cut and defined. And then for your workout time, some people go to the gym, they'll work out for 2-3 hours. They'll be in there all day, post it on Facebook, 3-hour tricep chest session. Cool. But you really want to keep your workouts 45 minutes to an hour, just because your intensity is going to lag once you get towards the end of it. You really don't need to be in there any more than an hour. I know a lot of the football team, when we work out, we're in there half hour, 45 minutes, everyone's sweaty, just great workout done. Compared to see people in the disc or your local gym working out for hours, they just look the same day in, day out, and wonder why they don't get results. Next, for the people who are trying to more so lose weight, you want to do a lot of cardio. If you're trying to put on muscle and stuff, I'm not saying don't do any cardio because it's just good for your health and stuff, but try and limit it. Now there's a bunch of different types of cardio. Number one thing I would say is just make it fun. You see a lot of people, they go in the gym, walk on the treadmill for half hour, run around the track 10 times, they hate their life. The thing about those people is you don't see them too often in the gym. They're going to do it a few times, they're going to hate it, they're not going to come back. So what I would do is just do something fun, something you enjoy. So playing basketball, even like Zumba classes, all those different group sessions, those are all great. Zumba, I know my mom loves it. She won't go, she's terrified of the free weights, but she'll do some Zumba every day. Yeah, so just keep that just the stuff you enjoy. HIIT training, so HIIT training, high intensity interval training. I'd really recommend that over just your normal cardio, like people that just run around for hours and stuff and they just don't like it, because you can do more in 15 minutes of interval training than you can in, well, not more than you can, but it's just more efficient. Because you can go on Stairmaster, let's say, for 12 minutes and do 45 seconds of high intensity, followed by 30 seconds of low intensity, be done, burn the same amount of calories as it would take to walk around the track for an hour. And that when you do high intensity interval training, you also have a higher EPOC, well, exercise post oxygen consumption. So you're just going to be burning more calories after you're done doing that, rather than when you just do normal cardio sessions. Your body just cools down quicker. And I don't want to get too much into diet because this is more fitness, but your diet's going to be the main thing when it comes to your transformation goals. So I'm just going to leave it at it's calories in versus calories out. If you want to gain muscle, you need to eat a lot more calories than you burn off. If you want to lose weight, you want to burn off a lot more calories than you eat. That's all I got for you. Any questions?
I had one in the middle, but I forgot it.
So what would you say the big take-home message is from this presentation there?
The biggest thing I would say is just don't copy your common gym goers and get a personal trainer if you need it, or just talk to someone that knows what they're doing. Because if you go to the gym, a lot of people are ignorant just because they've never had anyone teach them. They just copy everyone that goes in there. So just, I guess, do a lot of research. Don't just copy everybody that doesn't know what they're doing in the first place.